I'm going to show you how to keyword match your resume to a job description so that when you apply online, you'll come up higher in the search results in that applicant tracking system, get a 5-star rating, if you will, in the applicant tracking system that you're applying online to. So step number 1 is to copy the job description. It's really pretty straightforward. We're going to view the job description online. Then we'll highlight and copy the text out of that job description, and we're going to go paste it into Microsoft Word or Google Docs, whichever is your favorite. So I'm going to go over to Google and I'm going to search for Senior HR Business Partner in Austin, Texas. And I'm going to select this first one here since it spells it right. And there we go. I don't know if you've gotten used to searching for jobs in Google yet, but check this out. If I click this banner here, jobs, it takes me to this whole new application that Google has. It's actually really pretty cool. So I've got this Senior HR Business Partner job description that's over here. I'm going to click this read more link so I can see all of it. And I'm going to simply highlight all of the text that's in this job description. Let me scroll down. So I highlighted it all, and now I'm going to right click on that and say copy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Microsoft Word, and I'm going to open a new blank document, and I'm going to paste all of that. In fact, let me show you a different way. What I really want to do is I'm going to right click right here, and under paste options there is this option that says it looks like a clipboard with a little A on it that says keep text only. That will just keep the text of the job description instead of the formatting. So yeah, that's it in step number 1. So you find your job description, you copy it, and you paste it into Microsoft Word or Google Docs. Step number 2, we're going to begin to edit the job description. We're going to remove all of the bullet points and all the formatting. Then we're going to delete the helper words like the and they and or and are and all of those types of words. And then we're going to clean it up, edit it into just short words and phrases. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to go over to my Word document, and I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I can just press Control A, that highlights the whole thing. And then if I press the button, the bullet button twice, it gets rid of all of the bullets. So here we go. I'm going to go through Senior HR Business Partner. That's good. Share. I'm going to get rid of that. Cirrus Logic, I don't want that in my resume. Austin, Texas, that's good. I'm going to leave Austin, Texas. That's certainly a key phrase. View on ZipRecruiter, I can get rid of that. And I'm just going to show you a little bit about how I go through this. 25 days ago, full time, nah. Although we can't take all the credit for Cirrus Logic, I want you to think that HR influenced our culture. I'm going to keep that phrase right there. Influenced our culture. You see that? Influenced our culture by developing programs that are aligned to our values. How about that one? I'm just a machine. I'm not actually reading this. I'm just looking at phrases. Help employees. Reach personal. Nah. And like this is more an art than a science, but professional goals, provide resources, accomplish business goals. We're seeking a candidate, and get rid of that, but enthusiasm is a good word. Creating is a good word. And that's what these tools do. They're really pretty simple. They're not very sophisticated at all. And so this is exactly what these tools do. Closely align with corporate vision, mission, values. I don't really want to get rid of it. I'm just going to type it down here. Values, eliminate obstacles, right? Success, get rid of that. And I'm going to put success on another line. And so on and so forth. So I'm going to go through this entire document, and I am going to hack this all into just words and clean it up. So let me show you. I've got one that I've already done that to. So I'm going to open that in a new window here. So let me bring up my file browser real quick, and I'll show you that I already have this one here. Senior HR Business Partner, keywords full. So in this particular case, I took that entire job description and I broke it down into just this set of words, right? Just this set of words. So let's take a real quick look at this. Senior HR business partner, influence culture, developing programs, help employees reach goals, provide resources, accomplish business goals, enthusiasm, creating, implementing programs, corporate vision, mission, values, eliminate obstacles, success, responsibilities, partner, HR related. So this may seem a little ridiculous, but this is exactly what happens on the back end of these applicant tracking systems, is it breaks them into these kinds of words and phrases. And honestly, the more you have these words and phrases in your resume, the better off you're going to be. So that's step number 2, which is to take the job description. We pasted it into Word. We got rid of all the extra words and we collapsed it into this list of keywords. And that's the end of step number 2. Step number 3 is to make a keyword shortlist. And what I mean by that is that you're going to take that entire list of words and phrases that you had and narrow it down, and we're going to break it down into a short list of really well-defined keywords. And there's really only 2 steps to this. One is to make a copy of the words and phrases document that we just made, and then we're going to edit that down to a short list of keywords. So let me show you how I would do that. You can do it any way you like, but let me show you how to do it. I'm going to go back over to my Microsoft Word document. It's right here. And there's that list of words and phrases. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in the same document. I'm going to press Control A, which selects everything. And then I'm going to press Control C, which is the same thing as copy. So I'm going to copy all of those words. And then I'm going to make some space up here at the top of my document. And I'm going to repaste them all right here. And then I'm going to go back to this top, and what I'm going to start doing is eliminating everything that isn't like a really important keyword. So just starting at the top, senior HR business partner, yeah, that one's important. Influence culture, yeah, I'll keep that one. Influencing probably help employees, man, reach goals, maybe, probably not. Provide resources, accomplish business goals, enthusiasm, creating and envisioning programs, maybe. I'm going to put that one back, Control Z. Corporate vision, nah. Mission, values, these are all important, but we got to get rid of a bunch of them, right? Responsibilities, partner, and you'll see when I get through this what anticipate need is a good one. Proactively communicating, department is not. Company leadership, no. Develop, no. Delivered solutions, align. Business goals, maybe. Coach leaders, implement strategies, build team. Capability, engagement. Trusted advisor, assigned business units. Management practices, performance management, organizational effectiveness, compensation, team member development, retention, employee relations, compliance, performance analysis. See, those are the keywords, right? You feel the difference, right? Provide information? Nah, right? Now you're starting to get it quick. Nah. Informed decisions? Nah. Not for this short list. They're going to be in your resume, but not for this short list. Take advantage. How can we do that better? Identify, create, deliver guidance, and on and on. Business strategy, maybe. And so what I did was the same sort of thing. I went through this whole list again, and I eliminated it. And like 8 years of experience, I'd keep that because it's just something that's going to match. Bachelor's degree, I would keep that. And what I did, I'm going to show you. I'm going to close this one. I'll just reopen another one. I'm going to show you my finished one, which is a finished list of partial keywords. As soon as I can bring that up, here it is. So I created this document here that has this partial list at the top. So after going through this, this is what this is what I came up with as a short list. HR business partner, influence culture, accomplish business goals, creating, implementing programs, corporate vision, mission, values, deliver solutions, business goals, etc. And I would probably clean this up a little bit, but you know, I think it makes the point, which is, you know, in step number 3, get it down to a short list of keywords that really collectively would explain the role and your place in that role. In step 4, I want to rank your before resume, and then we'll be able to compare it to the after. So there are 4 steps here. One is to go to this website called jobscan.co. That's C-O, not C-O-M. And what JobScan does is it's kind of a cool tool. It knows a lot of different applicant tracking systems, and you can put in the text of your resume and the text of the job description, and it'll tell you or estimate kind of what your keyword ranking would be in, or your resume ranking will be in that system. You'll paste your resume into one box, you'll paste your job description into the other, and then you press scan. So let me show you. So let me go over here to, where is my browser window? Hang on one second. There's my browser window. So what I did was I went here to JobScan. So I'll go to jobscan.co, and that brings me to this page. And for free, you can do this a few times. It's, yeah. So what you do is you paste your resume on one side, you paste the job description on the other side, and press scan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get the resume that we saved earlier, and I'm going to get the full job description that I saved earlier. This is the full job description that I saved. I'm just going to copy all of that text, and I'm going to go back to JobScan, and I'm going to paste in the job description over here on the right hand side. Now I need a resume. We haven't looked at the resume that I'm working with, but I'm going to go ahead and open up John Doe's resume, and this is his full resume before any editing. So I'm going to go copy that. I copied all the text from that. Go back over here to JobScan and paste that in, and then I'm going to click scan, and we're going to see what we got. Here we go. All right, 39%, 39%, not real strong. What is that? Not even 2.5 stars out of 5, 2. So this resume against that job description, if that applicant tracking system was using one of these keyword systems that a lot of them do, and it's with a large company, and they're going to get a lot of applicants, there's a reasonable chance that this resume is not going to be viewed very highly, despite the fact that I know this individual and who the resume is, as well as the job, and I know they're actually a pretty good match. And in fact, this person is interviewing for that job right now. So we got a 39% match and likely wouldn't have gotten any attention. So that's the way we can rank our before resume changes. For step number 5, I thought it would be interesting to rank the keyword list against the job description. So we're going to use the same job description we had before, but this time instead of using a resume, we're just going to take the keyword list we made. So we're going to clear the resume in JobScan. We're going to then paste in our keyword list and run the scan again. So the first thing I need is I need our keyword list. So let me go bring up that document. It's right here. There's all of our keywords. So I'm going to copy all of those keywords again. And then I'm going to go back over to JobScan. That's our 39% match that we had between the resume. And it was a pretty good resume for a senior HR business partner. Against this resume did a 39% match. So we're going to go back, and you'll see it's the same resume. All I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to press this clear resume button. And I'm going to paste, not a resume, but I'm pasted that keyword list that we made from the job description. So I've got the keyword list on the left, which is not a resume at all. And we have the job description on the right. And I press scan. And this is using the same technology that lots of applicant tracking systems use. Boo! 98%. So what these resume matching systems just told us that are used in these applicant tracking systems is a list of keywords has an 98% probability that that's a 5-star candidate. And you don't even have their contact information. So that's how simple these things work. So we got a 98% match between the keyword list and the resume. Now, obviously, the keyword list won't work for your resume. So let's see what to do in this next step. Step 6, we're going to do a basic resume tailoring. There are 4 steps. Number 1, open up your resume. Number 2, use the title from the job description in your resume as much as you can. Then we're going to take the keyword shortlist we made and paste that at the bottom of the resume. And then we're going to rerun the scan and see what happens. So step number 1 here is I'm going to bring up your resume, or the resume we're working with at least. And in this particular case, it says things like Human Resources Executive instead of Senior HR Business Partner. So we're going to replace this phrase with Senior HR Business Partner. And I'm going to do that in some other places. So where it says experience, I'm going to say Senior HR Business Partner. and then P-A-R-T-N-E-R. And then right here, their current title, 2015 through now, Director of People, I'm going to put in space, vertical bar, senior. I just like the vertical bar. It has no special thing to get you higher in the stars. I just like them. Senior HR Business, S-I-N-E-S-S, partner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to do that a little bit more. Like right here it says HR Global Business Partner. I'm going to put in HR Business Partner a couple of other times. Where it says HR Leader, I might say HR Business Partner. Here where it says HR Manager, I might also say Senior HR Business Partner. Some things like that. I'll correct the spelling before I run this. And I'm going to go through and I'm just going to put that title in anywhere I possibly can. Acting HR Business Partner in lieu of Senior HR Business Partner. I'll put it in a few different places. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our partial keyword list that we have. Let me show you that. You remember the partial one, the short list? That's this set here. That's the little short set that I made out of all of the other keywords. So I'm going to copy that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to the resume. And really all I'm doing is a few things. And I'm going to paste that down here at the very bottom of the resume. In fact, I'll just say keywords, and I'll paste that at the bottom of the resume. So let me show you one. I already did this to one, and it's pretty similar to that. It didn't do much more to it. It's just a really simple tailoring, and I'll show you. So Senior HR Business Partner, Senior HR Business Partner, Senior HR Business Partner. Let me put a capital P right there. And just all I did was added Senior HR Business Partner where they said something else, and I took the short keyword list and I dropped it down here at the bottom. And if we do this, now we're going to scan it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this resume. I have to press Control A, that's select all, and then I'm going to copy the text. And then I'm going to go back over to Job Scan, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to clear the resume. Remember the first time we got what, a 38-39% with the original resume against the job description. And then we took the full keyword list and we got what, a 98% match against the job description. And now we just did a simple tailoring of the resume to update the title and put the keyword list in at the bottom. And I'm going to run that scan. And what did we get? We got a 52%. So we got 2.5 stars. Maybe it'd be generous. Maybe it would give us 3 stars. But you can see we moved up from 38% to 52%. So, at this point in time, what I can tell you is that, right now I have about 15 minutes into all of this work. Once I get pretty good at it and I'm dropping out the keywords, I'm coming up with a short list and I'm just changing the titles in my resume and I'm dropping in those keywords down at the bottom of my resume. And I was able to go from a 2-star match to a 3-star match. But what I need to do to keep working this is go back to this resume. And as an example, here in places it says headquartered in Big City, California, Acme Technology employs, in North America, Europe, Australia, Africa, and Asia. So if I go back over to my keyword list, one of the things we'll notice is that there's it talks about multiple locations. It talks about 8 years of experience. It talks about sense of humor. So all of these words that are in here, I would go back to this resume and I will go through here and everywhere I possibly could, and this would take a little bit of time, everywhere that I possibly could, I would replace things with the words and phrases that are out of that keyword list. And in general, what you can do is you can get your keyword match from this one was initially 38%. You can probably get it all the way up to 70, 75, maybe even 80%. If you edit it right. Now, the other thing about editing your resume to better Starwood match is that it also kind of measures a percentage of match. So having things in your resume that don't match is actually a negative. So you can start taking some things out, like introduce college internship programs for both technology. Maybe that's important, maybe it isn't, but you want to narrow things down. So you'll want to start taking out things out of your resume that aren't relevant to what's going on or to these keywords, because in step number one, it's all about getting to the top of the list, and it's all about keyword matching. So you would go through here and edit your resume further, and by doing so, that's how you can get yourself from a 38% match to now a 52% match. And what we know is when we ran just the keyword list, it goes to a 100% match. So the more the words and the phrases in your resume look like the job description, the higher you come up in keyword rankings.